Alright guys, let me show you something else. We're going to bounce around a bit, okay? We're going to jump on lots of different things, okay? So we talked about roughly, outside arm wrestling. Outside arm wrestling, the golden rule is you want to be chased, right? You can think about, like, people think about top rolling and, posting and low handing, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna have this up, I'm gonna bend my wrist, I'm not gonna let them see I'm not gonna have my palm seen, I'm gonna pronate. And to me, that's all very confusing and very robotic, Initially, I understand that, that's the way you're gonna have to think about it, but as soon as possible, try and just get to where you're thinking, come to me, hold on to me, And to me, it's a much easier way to think about it. You don't have to think about all. Just be like, is he holding on to me? Yes. Hold on to me more. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Chase me. Come to me. These are basic guiding thoughts of outside arm wrestling. Inside arm wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I got my buddy John Milne. He's always harassing me. I got a good friend John, and he's a hook arm wrestler, and he's always making fun of me. Fairy finger walking,
isn't that right, Andrew?
Running away. He wants to do this thing, this Braveheart skit. I don't know if you guys see those in the Hook movies we do. He's like, he wants to make this movie like where, that scene in Braveheart where the guy's like, would you give up all the rest of your days for this one chance? But he wants to make it about hooking. Like, would you not come inside? Anyways, so. Inside arm wrestling, right? It's considered, the real power move. Very rewarding to win in a hook. The power output total is higher, It's more of a strength game. It's going to move it a little bit out of the hand. It's going to bring it down a little bit more into, guys with good biceps, guys with good wrist flexion. Love hooking, okay? Lots of different styles of hooks. Okay, talk about how you set up a hook. What's the mindset for hooking, okay? When you're thinking about hooking, okay, what I think about hooking is first I think that I can't top roll, okay? So I realize I can't top roll, but this is for me, okay? You can decide to hook for whatever reason you want. But what is vital in a hook, very simple, just this, okay? This defines a hook to me, okay? This is really what it's all about, is getting your wrist bent. And if you can get your wrist bent, most guys feel like they're in the match. They have something that they can work off of, okay? Because all of the negative is coming somehow, hopefully, off of the wrist flexion. Okay, so how do you set up your wrist flexion, okay? Let me steal John, okay? And I'm going to talk about this a few different ways, okay? When you high hook, and that's not really what I'm going to cover. Okay, when you're outside arm wrestling, so we're working from where we were, okay? If you want to add to your hook piece, you're really looking at the top of your hand, okay? You're looking at your top finger and you want it on their knuckle, okay? Right here, okay? Good, yeah. That's what I'm looking for all the time, right? And you can tell when you got a good grip, like say we just look at this match right now, John's got a better grip than me for a high hook. If we both have our pronation set, right? Just because, that's about 2 fingers, that's not even 1, okay? So anytime you're going to think about having a big cut component, get that finger high up, okay? Now this is for outside, this is for adding cup to your existing top roll. Now I'm going to talk about cup as a lead, okay? Hooking as a lead, right? Now with this, my priorities are different. What I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about that dude's bicep. That's where my thought lies. My thought lies in controlling the center of the table. My thought lies in the commitment of my shoulder. Okay? I want more commitment than my opponent. I want to have more of my body over that match than my opponent. I want to be on his bicep and on his rotation. All I care about is the bending of my wrist above anything else. I want him to run for me. Okay? When you talk about the center of arm wrestling, I want him to run down this outside path and just keep running away from me. That's what my goal is, okay? So I'm going to crowd the center of the table. I don't care about my thumb anymore. Remember how we talked about this ridge and how so important it is and elevating it all the time? This ridge is how you reach a person's fingers. okay? I don't care about pronation right now, okay? It's not in my focus. My focus is on making him see his palm, and I'll give away that. I'll give it away if required. There's different ways I can give it away. We'll get into that. So, before, when I talked about how the height of your thumb is important, actually I didn't get that fully. Remind me about the setup and the thumb for outside arm wrestling. But the thumb for inside arm wrestling, I don't care about the height of it whatsoever. Okay? I bury it. I bury it low. Okay? I bury it low to have a high angle. Okay? Here we go. So if he's at the table, okay, my thumb is coming low, and look how low it comes. Okay? No kidding. That low. This is where I'm going to come in. You see that? I'm going to come in here. Okay? This is how extreme it can be. It doesn't have to be so extreme, but I'm going to show you this way so you really get it. Okay? Why does it come low? First reason is I really want to have my hand high. Okay? I don't want him to threaten this angle. I want to make sure I have it. So I'm going to go low so he can't really access it.